All right, opinion writers, we have a lesson today that is going to make your writing look much more polished and professional. And this is something you do when you're thinking about sentence fluency. So there's a couple ways you can do this. We're going to focus on two of them today. One of them is to try making a few more complex sentences. So a simple sentence might be something like, I walked down the path. But sometimes it's nice to have some sentences that are a bit more complex. And one way that you can do that is to add extra information between commas. So in my draft, I was looking at a sentence somewhere about walking down a path, and I decided to revise it. Initially, it said I walked down a short path and into the woods. Which is even maybe a little bit complex, but I wanted to see if I could add a little bit of extra information in between commas. So I changed it to, I walked down a short path just far enough from the road to let the world melt away and into the woods. When I do this, it's sometimes nice to break it up by having some sentences where you have extra information you don't necessarily need, but it can help to vary it. So it's not always, I did this, I think this. It's nice to break it up a little. So that's one thing that you can try. Another thing you can try, I got this, forget where I found it, but I really love it. And I'm going to read it to you. It says, this sentence has 5 words. Here are 5 more words. 5-word sentences are fine, but several together become monotonous. Listen to what is happening. The writing is getting boring. The sound of it drones. It's like a stuck record. The ear demands some variety. Now listen. I vary sentence length and I create music. Music. The writing sings. It has a pleasant rhythm, a lilt, a harmony. I use short sentences, and I use sentences of medium length. And sometimes when I'm certain the reader is rested, I will engage him with a sentence of considerable length, a sentence that burns with energy and builds with all the impetus of a crescendo, the roll of the drums, the crash of the cymbals, sounds that say, listen to this. It is important. So write with a combination of short, medium, and long sentences. Create a sound that pleases the reader's ear. Don't just write words. Write music. I love this. So I decided to try this by doing a little bit of short, long. So here in my piece, I have the part here where I was talking about gratitude. I was filled with wonder. I was in awe. My gratitude for this beautiful place replaced my frustration and carried it off on the wind. So here are 2 things that you can try today. One is what I just showed you, to vary your sentence length. Some short, some medium, and some long. And the other you can do is to take a sentence like I walked down a short path and into the woods and see if you can put commas to set off some extra information.